Okay, so this is the first part of Andromeda, and I'm just going to play through one time and then break it down bit by bit. So this is just the first section, which I tap incidentally. Why? I don't know, I just do. Anyway, so here it goes. There you go. Now you'll notice I'm using a delay on this track, and I have my setting on 400 milliseconds. And just to give you an idea of what that sounds like with just the one note, if you want a reference point, it's something like this. And again. One more time. There's about 7 repeats in there. And I suppose this is the kind of feel if you just want to just doodle, it's like this. So this is basically constructed of 4 basic chord shapes. The first one is kind of like an E chord without the top note, so it's like a... followed by a C chord, and then a G chord, back to the E chord, the C chord, now an A chord. Back to the E chord, the C chord, and another A chord, like a power fifth, E chord, C chord, and then we finish on the A chord. Now, I tap every note this way. So, beginning with the first shape, the E chord, which is the 13th fret on the G string, the 14th fret on the D string, the 14th fret on the A string, and then you repeat that once over, and then you finish with the first 2 notes, which are the 13th fret on the G string and the 14th fret on the D string. So the whole thing, just this first bit, goes like this. That's it. When you tap it, it sounds like this. That's it. And pretty much the same thing for the rest of it, but not as many taps. So the second, the C chord, is the 12th fret on the G string, the 14th fret on the D string, and the 15th fret on the A string. Now you tap everything once through, and then you finish with the first note again, which is the 12th fret on the G string. So we have this sort of thing. That's it, just nice and simple. Which with the delay pedal sounds like this. And for the third chord, the G chord, which is very similar to the C chord, but you're just moving everything down one place, is the 12th fret on the D string, 14th fret on the A string, and the 15th fret on the bottom E string, and you finish with the 12th fret on the D string. So we have... So the whole first sequence is... That's it. Now for the second time round, it's exactly the same, but instead of that G chord, we have this A chord, which is the 11th fret on the D string, followed by the 12th fret on the A string, and the 12th fret on the bottom E string, finishing with the first note again, which is the 11th fret on the D string. So we have, so the second time round the whole sequence goes like this. There we go, there's that A chord. Third time round, again it's exactly the same, the first two shapes with the E chord and the C chord. So we have E, the C. That's where we switch to like an A power fifth chord. It's like an A, an E, and an A. And then the last time, again, the first two chords stay the same. So we have the E, C, and we finish with that A chord, which is a repeat of the second repetition. So we have, and there we have it. That's the whole thing. So just play the chords first, and then I'll tap everything. So we have the E chord, the C chord, the G chord, the E chord, the C chord, and the A chord, E chord, C chord, A chord, like a power fifth A chord, E chord, C chord, finishing with the A chord. Now to tap everything, we just have first sequence, second sequence, there's the A chord, third sequence, another A chord, and the fourth sequence. And there you have it. That's the first part of Andromeda. See you for part 2.